Hello, everyone. My name's Noah Alejo, and I'm a graduating senior from Seaside High School. I always lived around the Monterey County area. The first place I lived was Castroville, and that was pretty difficult for me when I was growing up. It was hard for me to grow up in Castroville just because I went to school in Marina, and making friends outside of school was really tough. So when I was in school, I'd always try to talk to as many people as I could. So I so I always had a small bunch of friends. And I was always a little bit more ahead of the class because my mom and dad would always be wanting to teach me about the SATs or teach me to get ahead of the class just so I can be okay when I go into college or I go into high school. And because of this, a lot of the kids around me that I talked to would always just ask me like random questions about homework or if there's like anything they wanted me to do. And I slowly liked to help these kids around my age. I always liked to be helping people around my age and helping people older than me or younger than me. It didn't really matter to me too much, but I always liked helping these people learn more than they could. And as I moved into Marina by the end of my elementary school, I met one of my best friends at the time. His name was Justice. He was really the first friend that I hung out after school with and I got really close to for those 3 years of middle school. And he was also one of my biggest inspirations for tutoring because he wasn't the brightest kid, but he was someone I loved to laugh with and I enjoyed talking with. So as me and him got closer, I would tutor him more, I would help him out more, and I somehow made a small tutoring group for kids who struggled and my friends who struggled with math, English, history, and this continued on until the end of middle school. And once I got into high school, I went to Seaside High School, so I finally moved out of Marina from the Marina education to go to Seaside High School, and I had to make all new friends. My friend Justice, he moved out all the way to Oregon. And that was really heartbreaking for me, but that just signaled for me to find a new start in Seaside High School. And when I went to Seaside High School on my sophomore year, it was a dual education class with two classes happening at the same time. So there was two teachers, around 60 students. And these classes would usually have a lot of students like slowly falling far behind or just not understanding the material. So especially in the computer science course, I helped my friend group and people around me. I helped them and tutored them how to get better at it and how to get better grades. And that really inspired me. And I really enjoyed doing it. So I went into swim just thinking, oh, I'm just going to be another sport that there won't be anything out of it for me. I'll just get a physically good body. But no, at the end of swim, there's tutoring. You can tutor kids about swimming lessons. And I took up the chance because my friends at the time urged me to. They kind of tricked me because they didn't do it with me. So I was kind of there alone. But I enjoyed it. The kids were really nice. The summer was really hot, so it was nice to be in the water. And I really enjoyed swimming. And I enjoyed teaching swimming to these kids. And the more I did, the more I enjoyed it. I did less for the money and more for the kids at that point. And I really got attached to these kids, and I would be always sad every 2 weeks when the swimming lessons were over. And this experience really taught me that I really do like educating kids and like to educate people about things that I enjoy. So going into the future, I want to study mathematics and I want to minor in education and finally get either a bachelor's degree in applied mathematics or a master's degree in applied mathematics with a minor in education and get my teaching credentials so I can finally become the teacher, a full-fledged teacher that I want to be in the future. Thank you for listening.